My name is Lloyd, and if you're watching this video, you are now probably the proud parent of the Quiver Card to Wallet by Calvin Chow. Congratulations on your purchase. This is the best card to wallet on the market, I believe. And today I'm going to teach you basically how the card to wallet works, so the way the load works. Then I'm going to show you how to execute the load. And then I'm going to show you a very basic routine of having a card selected, lost, and then loaded into the wallet for an impossible reveal. And I just wanted to really quickly talk to you about this card to wallet and why I love it so much. So about 2 years ago, Calvin sent me the Quiver range of products for us to look at for illusionists. So that included the Quiver, this card to wallet, and a few other items that are coming out in the future. And so I thought, right, okay, there's no way to ensure if these products can be good or not unless I test them. So I replaced my card to wallet with this one. And that was about 2 years ago, and I haven't replaced it since. So it's been all over the world for me. And there's a few reasons why I think it stands out from the rest. One, it looks like a completely ordinary wallet. There's nothing suspicious about it. Two, the materials are actually like good quality, and they're like in variant colors. 99% of the card to wallets out there, you'll all have seen them, are just cheap black faux leather, and they have words really cheaply stamped on them, and you can see they almost look like they've been stitched by hand. And then they don't even look like a wallet at the same time. So for me, Magic is about being organic and as natural as possible in every facet, whether it's about appearance, aesthetics of the effect, plot routines. Everything's got to be normal. So if I was going to do a card to wallet and then suddenly everything about me is normal and suddenly I pull out a really nasty, unnatural looking, cheap black wallet with bad stitching and it disconnects my audience straight away. That gives me something to focus on that's part of the method and not part of the effect, you know. So for me, having a super organic wallet, it is just a normal wallet, is essential. And it's the first one I found that really does look like a wallet. Second of all, it's literally been everywhere. It's been all over the world with me, and look at the condition on it. It's mint condition. I've even had my dogs chew on this at one point. I had to pull them off it. 2 years worth of wear and tear, and it looks like this. That's pretty incredible, I think. So, and then three, the loading system is, this looks like a normal wallet, and yet the card ends up in this zippered compartment, and it just blows people away. So there's a few. I think if you've got this, you're probably already thinking the same things that I am. That it's just perfect for you. If you do walk around organic magic, if you don't want to be a magician when you want to perform, you want to actually just do miracles, and not become the top hat wearing person. You actually just want to make people see incredible magic and think just about the magic and not you. Then this wallet is perfect for that. So enough rambling. I'm now actually going to show you how the load works, then how to do the load and execute it. And then a very basic routine of having a card signed and lost into the deck before it gets revealed, loaded into the wallet with a few tips and tricks along the way. So let's jump straight into how the load works. Okay, so this is your Quiver card to wallet. Now, I'm going to call this the front section, and this is the section that has the Quiver logo embossed onto it. And this is what I'm going to call the back of the wallet, just so we can understand when we're explaining. Inside you have your ID license, a zippered compartment, which is where the card will end up, and a normal compartment here to hold business cards and other things. In the middle of your wallet, you're going to have a money clip, okay? It's up to you whether you want to use the money clip or not. I actually do use it. I thought originally I'd look like an 80s action movie, sort of superhero, with a money clip in my wallet, but if you don't like it, you can just simply take it out and remove it from the wallet. I do prefer to have it in, so I'm leaving it in for now. So, more importantly, the main feature of the card to wallet is the card to wallet itself. And the way this works is pretty ingenious. As you can see, your front section here, if you look down the sides, you can see a compartment here, which is to hold bills. Okay, so if you don't use the center part, you can put bills or other objects here and push them out with this, which is something which can be in sight. But the secret load, I've made it visible here by putting a card in there. The secret way to load the wallet is down in here. Okay, so I put a card in place to help me with the load. But what happens is that the loaded card ends up inside this zippered compartment, okay? So the way to do it is once you palm the card out of the deck, this will be sitting in your pocket. The palmed card will go in on top of this slide, which will help you guide it in smoothly so it won't get stuck, there won't be any friction on the edges. And it'll all be pushed flush into the wallet. And when you remove the wallet from your pocket, open it out, inside will be your signed card in the wallet, okay? So that's basically how it works. It's very simple. If you've added any card to wallets before, you'll know a lot of them work with this loading system. But now I'm going to show you literally how to palm a card into the wallet. So, the way to palm a card into the wallet is, this will be sitting inside your pocket, okay? So this will be inside your back or front pocket or side pocket, like that. Now the way I do it is to have the Quiver logo against my leg, okay? Or against my butt. So I have the face of the wallet against my leg here, with the slide sticking up. And what's nice about this is that whenever I want to perform, with my wallet inside my pocket, I can literally just reach in with the Quiver logo against my leg. I can simply reach in, 2 fingers, and pull that slide out, and I'm now ready to load it in, okay? It's really, really easy. So I've got my slide locked and ready to go. It sits in my pocket, and whenever I've palmed the card out of the deck, this is what will happen. My card is palmed here. I have a terrible palm. My card is palmed here. I reach into my pocket, same for the back. I reach into my pocket. I allow the card to touch against this, so it's kind of exposed. It comes against it here, and then my thumb will push in and load everything into the wallet like that, okay? Super, super, super simple. Now, one thing that happens is that if the card goes in at an angle, it won't move, and you'll put pressure on it, and you'll feel it won't go anywhere. You can bend and buckle the card. Same if it goes this way, or if it's wonky in any direction. The way to combat this is, if you feel that it won't move, don't push. Just relax, gently lift up, and you'll feel it swivel and push softly, and it'll begin to load into the wallet, okay? So if I show you from the back, if it comes in at an angle, no matter what you do, it won't load. Same for this direction here, okay? If you miss, it won't load. The idea is to, first of all, obviously practice a lot, but if it goes in at an angle, stop, don't push. You should be able to gauge which angle it's gone in at if it's wrong. But what you need to do is, using your index finger and thumb, pull up, and slowly push back, and again, and I'm not twisting this card here. If you can see, I don't even need to look at it. If it goes in at an angle that's wrong, in my pocket I reach in, I pull up, and if you see, I'm not pulling this to a certain direction, I'm just pulling up. Look, I'm just going to pull up, and it'll begin to straighten. And I push down. It might get wonky again. I'll pull up slightly, and it'll straighten. I'm not looking and turning at this. It's just the way it naturally works. So if it gets stuck, I pull up gently and push down. If it gets stuck again, I pull up, push gently, push down. In reality, it takes 2 seconds. It's just in, 1, 2, it's flush. That's if you get it wrong. Alright? So I'll show you sort of from the back, an exposed view. My palm comes in, the wallet. I'm just going to load everything flush. Alright? Now, you may be worried that the audience can see the white part of the card here, but here's where you have no issues at all. The Quiver logo will be against your leg. When you pull the wallet out, notice I'm pushing pressure here to open it like this. First of all, that makes it look open and fair, because they can't see this open nature of the wallet. But secondly, you close it at the back so they can't see anything. Okay? Now, if you're very, very worried about this, I don't think you will be, but all you need to do is turn the Quiver logo down and open up, and boom, everything's covered, okay? Because it's all down here. When you open the wallet carefully, show the zippered compartment. Say, look, this was zippered the entire time. Allow them to gently reach in, open it nice and wide, pull out their signed card. Okay. So that's how the load works. That's how to load the card in. And now I'm going to show you an extremely basic routine without dropping the cards. For the routine, I'm going to place my wallet in my back pocket, like I'm actually going to go and perform this. So I'll show you what I do right now. This will go into my rear pocket with the quiver logo against me. And when it's inside my pocket, I'm going to reach in and pull up the card. Okay, so it's ready to go. Now all I need is a deck. So I'll grab a deck here. And we're ready to perform. Remember, the card's wallet is loaded, is set up ready to be loaded in my back pocket. The routine is going to look like this. A card will be selected. Let's say it's the 5 of clubs, and it's lost into the deck, just like this. I ask, does anybody here know how to shuffle? I hand them the deck to shuffle, and as I do that, I reach into my pocket. As I'm waiting, I pull out my wallet, and say, well, actually, we're going to leave my wallet on the table for 2 moments. As everybody's looking at the deck being shuffled, this is placed on the table like a nonchalant moment. And whenever you're ready, you say, snap your fingers, the card vanishes, and inside your wallet, in the zippered compartment that they believe has been on the table the entire time, you can pull out their signed card. So that's a super basic routine. I'm going to teach you exactly how that works right now. First of all, I'm going to reload the wallet so it's ready to be set up again. Again, the quiver goes against the body, and I'm going to reach in and pull up the slide like this. So this is how it sits in my back pocket. All right. The routine is very, very easy. This is how it works. You have a card selected and signed. Okay? So in this case, the ace of spades. Perfect choice. What I would normally do is dribble and have them say stop. So I have them stop here. Now what I'm going to do now is dribble the remainder of the cards and then retain a break. But the way I dribble it is to dribble one card further back so that now there's a big space where I can get a break. The way I get the break is to put the thumb to the back of the deck and slide my pinky in, okay? So we'll do it again. Use a different card. Let's say the Jack of Clubs. Deck is dribbled. They place the signed Jack of Clubs back in. I dribble cards further back, lift at the break, and place my pinky here. And now I have a pinky break above the selected card. What I'm going to do now is called the Mahatma control, and this is basically to pick up the cards at the break and shuffle the deck like this. I want to talk about this for a moment. Because if you want to do magic that looks good and impossible, you need to make it look as fair and open as you can. Now, a lot of magicians out there, especially people who are starting off in magic or haven't been out there as much, will get a break above a selected card. They'll do a pass, and then they'll shuffle the deck to say the card's lost. What I say to you is, what was wrong with that sequence? Okay? The question is, what is wrong with that motion right there, those 7 moves? Well, first of all, the card selected, if you go in to false shuffle the deck, why would you bother passing the cards where you can possibly be caught doing a pass if it's going to be false riffle shuffled anyway? Do you know what I mean? So, there's no need to do the pass, no need to get caught, and it looks more fair if you have a break above a card and you cut above the break and just false riffle shuffle that card to the top. There's no need in the world to do that pass. It's just for your own benefit. And you're likely to get caught doing it if you're not one of the best people doing passes in the world. Same with the overhand shuffle, the Mahatma control, the card selected. Instead of doing a pass right here, just pick up everything at the break and shuffle that half, retaining their card to the top. Literally do not run when you're not being chased. With that being said, you're now going to have the card that's selected on top of the deck, alright? At this point, you're going to need to palm the card out and hand the deck out to be shuffled. So I don't have an extremely good palm, but one thing you'll know from a lot of performances is that the quality of your palm is completely unimportant. It doesn't matter if I palm cards like this, it does not matter. It's about your misdirection. So I'll teach you the basics of a palm. What the most basic way to do it is to hold the deck in biddle grip like this. Do your thumb at the back, your forefingers at the front. Your left hand thumb is gonna, you're gonna hold the remainder of the deck in mechanics grip. So you're kind of holding it all around. Your left hand thumb is gonna push over the top card, and you're gonna push it at an angle like this. Okay, so it comes over the edge a bit. And your pinky is gonna push down on that card in the top corner, and it's gonna pop up off the deck like this. Okay, so you can do this. As soon as it does that, you're going to push down and allow the card to fall into your palm. Now, I grip the card at different positions for my palm. Most people grip it between here and here. I grip it in the corners, but it's not essential. Just remember to palm it in like this, alright? So, your thumb pushes over, and you palm the card. That, and you're going to add a convincer in. You can curl your index finger in and twist the deck like this, alright? So it looks like there's less in your hand. Get a new card. So again, push over. This hand puts the pinky puts pressure here. It pivots up, and you're gonna grip the card and relax your thumb down as best as you can. As an added convincer, you can curl your index finger in and hand the deck out sideways to be shuffled, leaving the card in palm view just like this. So we'll have a card selected, signed. Turn to the deck, and we'll say, well, shuffle the deck in. And as you say this, say, does anyone know how to shuffle like that? As you ask them and you look up to their faces, you palm the card out, hand it to them, and immediately your hand will swing back. This is why it doesn't matter about the quality of the palm. If I palm like this, I can put my hand by my side straight away, or I can look up at their faces as I bring the deck up into their view and just bring my hand behind my back. The quality of your palm is not important. It's your misdirection and your audience control. So I palm the card. Does anyone know how to shuffle? Okay, great. Hand the deck to them. And as I do, I casually let my hand come back. And at this point, I'm loading the card into the wallet. And what's good here is that they're so focused on shuffling the cards, you're giving them a pretty difficult task for most people. Some people can shuffle cards and they can shuffle good, but they do need to focus when they're doing it. And everyone is watching these guys try and shuffle the deck. So even though that load may look like it took like 2 seconds, you actually have about 30, 40 seconds in reality where you can just chill, keep your hand in your pocket. You know, people are not, you're so far ahead right now. If you've done your job correctly, they shouldn't believe that the trick has begun happening yet, or the method of the effect has started happening yet. Most people see a card being selected and lost in the deck, they think you're going to do some crummy trick where the card flips over on the top, or you find it by dealing 21 cards and it's in the middle or something like that. So for them, nothing's happening. You casually reaching back, I'm actually going to place my wallet on the table for 2 minutes. I wouldn't mention the wallet. I would bring it out and say, I'm just going to chuck this here. Just don't, like, really, really nonchalantly. And you can even say the opposite of what you're kind of going for, which is like, actually, let me just empty my pockets so there's nothing in the way. But then thinking your pockets need to be empty for the effect, they believe that something will jump to your pocket, and it takes them further away from where your endpoint is, and when they come back to it later on, it feels more impossible. So it's just a small tip by saying, actually, I want to make sure my pockets are empty. Throw your wallet down, take your phone, put it down with it, and make sure everything feels fair and open. But that's it. With that done, you can say to them, I don't actually want to touch the deck. You keep hold of the deck. You know what card you signed. It's lost. You shuffled in. I'm going to try and do something. Now you can either try and do a transposition, where it transposes into the wallet. You can either just tell them it's going to vanish. You can equivoke an object off the table. So if your keys, your wallet, your phone, say, go ahead and pick 2 of those objects. You know what I mean? You can do anything you want to reveal it. You can just simply say, look, in my wallet the entire time. Or you can keep, once you've loaded it in your back pocket, you can keep it there. And if you need to, you can use the excuse of putting the Sharpie away to load the wallet at the same time, and then they think you've just put the Sharpie away. So you've got a lot of options there, but at this point there's no card that they've selected and signed in the deck. The card's loaded in the wallet, and you can reveal it in any way you want. And that's it. That's the equivalent card to wallet. That's how to load it. That's how the load works, and a very, very basic explanation of a routine how to perform this card to wallet. So that's it, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. As you can see, it's so easy. It's pretty self-explanatory of how to do the load, how to perform the load, how to do the card to wallet itself. Again, look after your wallet. Although they are really durable, you don't want to leave them outside in the rain or let wild animals attack them and things. And keep an eye out for the rest of the Quiver product range that's going to be dropping in the future. If you haven't seen things like Quiver and Quiver Plus already, then you know that all of Calvin's work is absolutely exceptional, and we're really proud to be working exclusively with him on this range of products. So stay tuned for more, enjoy the card to wallet, have fun, send us questions, and feel free to post videos online, and maybe we'll feature you across the website and our social media.